All right. So, yeah. Coffee. Devil's Mountain. Dark roast. Sorry, I've been stuck on that. Sorry about the hair. I literally got out of bed this morning and headed right in here. So, the pedal in question today is this. The Aesahaettr, or as I like to call it, the Aesahaettr. Because it takes the obnoxious amount of chubby ass out of your amp and gets rid of it. So I call it the Aesahaettr. But if anybody's watched his Dark Materials, the Aesahaettr, kind of will make sense. It's a knife that will cut through time and all that good stuff. Mythical shit, right? All right. So as you can tell, there's another knob and, there's 4 little knobs and an extra pushy button. So like with the Aquarius, you have a 4-band EQ that you can turn on and off. Other than that, it's your standard, 2 knob situation like the original. All right, as you can tell, they are strikingly similar. All right. So you obviously have your level and you have your cut. So this is a very powerful clean boost. And it's 35 dB, which is a lot. And you can take the parametric EQ and take it down 1500 hertz, which allows you pretty much to go from thick to thin. And with the 4-band EQ, if you really jack the high, mid, and highs up, you can play a 10 string on this thing and it will be so clear and really, really, really good. And none for nothing, there's a lot of clean boosts out there, and everybody kind of seems to be redoing the TC integrated preamp and not really pushing things any further. The last person I've seen that really kind of pushed the TC integrated preamp any further was Tony Peppers when he did the Dirty Tree. He kind of added a bass and a treble that was really responsive, unlike the TC. The TC wasn't very responsive. It was a blunt instrument. It's either, yeah, those who know. It's great for what it is. Oh my God, it's great. But, you know, everything is about stepping further, which is what Daniel has done with the Lichterm audio line. All the pedals that he had out before, he's redone them. He took the hood off them, went through them, added a little higher components, because since he made his last ones, there's better stuff available today. And there's some changes he wanted to make. Things you learn, you know, like, I probably should have done that, but I didn't really give myself the time to do it. Now he's given himself the time to do it. So I ran a really simple setup in that beginning, and I don't know if I took it out or not, because I'm filming. I'm not doing the whole cut and stop, cut and stop, cut and stop. But man, no one has ever fucked up a Rat tune they know that they can play in their sleep as many times as I just did. Man, that's embarrassing as hell. It's the easiest damn song to play, and I fucking botched the shit out of it. I might leave it in just because it was funny. But other than that, this thing just sounds really good. I'm running it through the Rev G20, and I know a lot of people are like, why do you use a Rev G20? The Rev G20 is a chubby monkey. It's a great amp. It takes pedals like a champ, and thank God it does, because you can really do something like highlight what the Aesahaettr does, or as I like to call it, the Aesahaettr. I might call it the Aesahaettr, even though I'm not supposed to, because I'm a dickhead, and that's what I do. That's all I do. All right. So really, at the end of the day, you got your level, which the louder it gets, and I don't know why it does it, but if you really jack the level on this, there's no noise gate on earth. Trust me. I hooked 14 noise gates up, and none of them defeated it. This thing has got more power than what's necessary. I don't know why it has that much power. Maybe someone can explain it down in the comments, but I don't know why it would need that much power. I mean, I got it on just a little over half, and it's retarded. I shouldn't use the word retarded. It's stupid, okay? It's a lot of power. Shit ton, son. But it really does it good. We're going to hook it up. We're going to play around with the knobs a little bit. I mean, it's a really simple thing. It's just a 4-band EQ, and you have your level and your cut. It's going to be a pretty quick video. But trust me, this right here, if you're wanting a clean boost that kind of can do the spectrum, like say you play in a cover band, right? And you do everything from like 80s hair metal, rock, pop rock, all the way to what's coming out today. Obviously, back in the day, everything was tuned A440 standard. You get into a lot of the pop rock and the modern rock, you're down-tuned significantly. I mean, hell, even Nickelback is playing in drop fucking B now in B standard. And I think even some of their stuff's in drop A, which is ridiculous. But, you know, hey, it's Nickelback, they do what they want to do, right? But yeah, this will cover your whole entire spectrum. And if you're a studio cat, even if it's a home studio, this will be an amazing tool to have on hand. It saves you from playing around with a lot of onboard EQs and stuff. You can do it straight from the amp with this, and it will wrap you right up. All right, enough of me yakking. I'll still talk as I'm going through this. Eventually, I will have a video come out where all you see is just the pedal. There's no talking. I'll just be playing riffs on a looper pedal, and you'll see this with me turning knobs. But that's a later date. This one here, you gotta listen to me run my suck hole. So if you don't like doing that, then there's a video coming for you later on where I don't speak. All right, but my opinion is, this is awesome. And when I got the first one, I even said, this thing's fucking awesome. But having that 4-band EQ really opens up a lot, okay? Gear I'll be using, obviously, we'll start with me, because your hands is half your tone, right? That's going to go into the Aesahaettr, which is going into the Rev G20. Oh, I'll be using my signature Deviant linchpin. That's loaded with my signature pickups from V2 Custom called the TDS rack. That goes into the Aesahaettr, into the Rev G20, into my Monster Cab, which is loaded with an Eminence Man of War, and that is mic'd up with a Sennheiser 609, and that goes straight into my camera right here, which is a Zoom QN8. All right, let me get this hooked back up, and we'll chug a little bit, right? Hey, while I'm doing this, while I'm hooking up, go hit my subscribe button, you asshole. All right, here we go. All right, so here we go. The noise that this thing puts off when it's hooked up is really weird. I don't know if it's just I got something going on. I have no idea. Tried everything to get it to be quiet. It just won't. Fucked if I know. All right. The first thing we need to do is see what the rev sounds like by itself. Then we have everything at noontime on the Aesahaettr. Aesahaettr. And we'll push those buttons. All right, let's get right on that. As you can tell, it definitely takes a lot of that chubby monkey out of it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do it a three-way, just like your mom. So we're going to do just the rev, then we're going to do just the boost part of the Aesahaettr, and then we're going to hit the 4-band EQ. Everything is in the middle, by the way. So here we go. So here comes something that's really cool that I love that Daniel did. Is say you just want to use the 4-band EQ. I mean, you can do it. So let's check that out. So as you can tell, you can use just the 4-band EQ, which has, its uses, right? So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna forget about what the rev sounds like on its own, and we're just gonna play with the level, and then we'll play with the boost, and then we'll play around a little bit with the 4-band EQ. All right, here we go. Everything's at new, well, you know what? I'm gonna start with the level all the way down, because it's fun to do that. Here we go. So as you can tell, there's a huge spectrum you get out of that. It's ridiculous. So now we're going to turn the cut all the way down. So it's going to go from being very bassy to very trebly. Here we go. Alright, as you can tell, that cut is crazy. And yeah, tons and tons of fun, right? So now we're going to turn on the 4-band EQ, and I'm just going to real quickly show you the dip that these knobs take. It'd be forever to go through all 4 of those, showing you how they interact with everything. The 4-band EQ is actually super brilliant, does an amazing job. So we're just gonna hit it and fuck with it a little bit. All right, here we go. apparently I didn't want to turn off the mic and you got room audio of that. That's pretty shitty, but I'm not refilming it, so fuck it. That's what you got. Alright, so something really cool happens. If I could grab my 7-string, I guess, but I'm just going to do it with this and straight up old drop D tuning. You take that cut, you put that up. You take that mid shift, get it about a little over half, and get your treble on 3/4, and add a little bit again to your mid bass, and you get like a really cool progressive thing for the genty boys. I guess again, I was just gonna leave the friggin' room mic on. I might have wanted to wake up a little bit before I fucking shot this video, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm having fun. You guys watching me have fun fuck up? Yeah, fucking up's what I do. It's what I do best. But I'm definitely gonna have another cup of coffee before I film another video this morning, because I couldn't have botched this shit any harder if I wanted to. But anyway, that's what you get, man. That pedal is just awesome. The possibilities with that, having that 4-band EQ on there, is just absolutely ridiculous. Congratulations, Daniel. That pedal is just an absolute banger. It's definitely growth over V1. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Can't say enough good about it. And these are still in stock, I believe. So they're not going to be very much longer before they're out. But I believe they're going to be staying pretty active. Just the first chunks that he built, there's just a few left of them, I believe. So yeah, the Aesahaettr, as I like to call it. Go check the stuff out. It definitely fucks harder than your mom. It definitely looks a lot sexier too. You can definitely get a lot more out of it when you push its buttons. A lot more positivity, anyway. Alright, keep music evil. Bring metal to the children. Don't be a dick. Subscribe to my shit. And definitely, without a doubt, go check out Lichlorm Audio. Daniel's just smart, man. He just makes really smart stuff. And his prices are ridiculously fair. And he's a good guy. And I only say this, and I only say if I genuinely think someone's a decent person, Daniel's good people. And if you're going to buy gear off somebody, especially someone who builds at home, buy it off one of the good guys, all right? There's plenty of dickheads out there you buy, plenty of corporations that are shareholders that have nothing to do with it. Daniel builds these himself and then sends them to you. And some of them he builds like when you order them. Some of them he has ready to go. But do remember this, if you're in the United States and you order it, it is coming, from overseas, like Germany. That's right. He's actually not too far away from where I was born. I was born in Germany. And, yeah, it takes a minute. About a week and a half, if he has them in stock, you're looking at about 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, tops. Shipping lanes are what they are. They're not perfect right now. God knows that. I mean, I work in the industry, and it's just a fuck show and a half. But this right here is worth your time. It's definitely worth your money. And if you have like a rig that's just, you love your rig, but you just can't get that particular sound that you're looking for, and you just need to be able to just boost it a little bit, knock a little bit of something off, this pedal right here is a home run. It literally will not do you wrong. Personally, I'll use this before I use an EQ pedal because it does the EQ on it, and you got 1500 hertz. You get to, well, thank you for interrupting. Fucking phone. when I used to film with it, I didn't have to worry about that. Now I forget I got to put it on silent when I'm filming. So yeah, I use a whistle. Everybody has a cell phone in the house. You have to pick something different. That's what I picked. That, and it's nice to know someone's whistling at me every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the Aesahaettr version 2. It's awesome. Get your ass one of those. Trust me. It is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's a stay pedal. It's a pedal that stays. It's not something you get like, shit, you got to sell it. It's something you say. If pedals go in a toolbox, this is definitely going in your toolbox, right? It's not one of the pedals you just put in your closet because you own it. This one stays right in your toolbox because you're going to use it to work all the time. Like, if you think of guitar playing as if you're a mechanic, that will be in your toolbox, I promise you. There's no way it's not going to be, because it's ridiculously versatile. You can play country with it. You can play blues with it if you really want to. You can play death metal with it. You can carve out whatever the hell you want, and your amp doesn't even have to be good. You can have a shitty amp, and this will help make your shitty amp sound amazing. I almost want to take like a really crappy solid state and hook it up and see what it does. I just don't have one anymore. Oh, I do have one. There's an idea for a video. I am too. I'm gonna hook that fucker up. I really think it will make a shitty ass solid state sound amazing, which will be a lot cheaper than buying a tube amp, which is a good solution for people that don't have a lot of money, right? All right, very cool. Catch you in the next video. I know I already said it once, but I'm gonna say it again, so you get it in your fucking head. All right? Keep music evil. Bring metal to the children, because if the children aren't getting into metal, we're not going to have metal very much longer. I mean, you got to hand it down, okay? Hand it down. The music these kids are listening to today that's generated on a computer that they're calling rap, it's fucking garbage for the most part. I mean, there's a couple guys out there doing really cool stuff. I know there is. But help get your kids into metal. You don't have to spoon feed them. But if you're listening to it quite a bit, they're going to get onto it and they're like, oh, I kind of like that. Especially if they get to like the angsty years. Rap don't do nothing for angst, but motherfucking Megadeth does. The bit of Slayer goes a long way, you know what I'm saying? All right, very cool. And hey, don't be a dick. Subscribe to my shit and check out Lich Learn Audio. Very cool. Later.